All right, bet. Let's go. What's good? What's good? What's good? You tuned into the Corner Radio, hosted by your man Kill. You know what I mean? Another day, another show. But yo, we want to definitely start this show off on just shouting out our homegirl Kay. Prayerfully, y'all rock with the show enough. Y'all know her. She the R&B bully. Her father passed away yesterday, so just want to send a big RIP shout out to her father. You know, definitely please keep her mother, and her family in your prayers. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Kay, just know as always, we holding you down. I rapped with her yesterday. So, you know, prayerfully, you know, she holding her head through this time right now. So I wanted to start off with that. And then also wanted to kind of dive into a quick second just on the format of the show, because if you rock with us most of the time, you know, the convo comes in the middle of a mix. But a couple of weeks ago, I threw 2 Adele songs in my mix, and Sony Records came at my neck on SoundCloud and hit me with 2 strikes against my account for copyright infringement. How that's copyright infringement, putting a song into a joint like that? Damn, hold on for a second. This boy Yao right now.
Everybody trying to stop you. You ain't even getting a dollar.
What's up, bro? All right, cool. Jump on in. All right. We gonna start over once he jump in. Yeah, them niggas hit me with copyright infringement. I'm like, damn, I ain't trying to sell nothing. I just put it in the mix.
Right. You just like the song, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, but I can't do that no more because they hit me with 2 strikes for that joint, and the 3rd strike, they ban your account. I'm like, damn, this is how I get all my music out there.
Yeah, you know, shut them down. That's how they work it.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So this boy Yao should be jumping on in a second. How much snow y'all get up there in Delaware?
Like 25, about 25 inches, give or take.
Yeah, I feel you, man. That's snow, man.
But you know, I ain't going away tomorrow because you know ain't no school.
Right.
So right. You know, as if they don't miss enough days.
Yeah, I know Nate glad, but then she salty because she already like they either gonna add days at the end of the year or take away spring break.
Yeah. They had a half day on Wednesday, so maybe they cancel that, John.
Yeah, Yao G's, what's up, baby?
Okay, what's good, baby? How you, man? What's going on?
Everything good. Yao, this is my man JR. I think y'all the only 2 haven't met yet.
What's going on?
How you, man? What's going on?
All right. We're going to get started again. Let me get this going. All right, bet. What's good? Y'all tune into the Corner Radio with your man, Kel. Yo, first things first, before we even get the show started, you know, prayerfully, if you've been rocking with us long enough, you know my homegirl Kay usually up here with us, but her father passed away yesterday. So just definitely want to shout out her, you know what I mean, keep her moms and you know, that family in your prayers, because you know, I talk to Kay usually once a week, and you know, again, I don't know if I think it was unexpected because she had never said anything about her pop being sick or whatever like that, but neither here nor there. Just want to let her know we holding it down, you know, you in our thoughts and all that good stuff, and you know, prayerfully when she's ready to get back up here, you know, she'll be back up here, because JR, y'all already know she keep the jokes going, you know, she ain't the R&B bully for nothing, so you know,
yeah, I got
what happened?
I said I got to get at it. Oh, my fault.
Yeah, so you know, just want to keep her in our prayers and everything like that. And then number 2, I got to change up the format of the show a little bit, because you know, normally I try to do the mix, put the conversation in the middle of the mix, but a couple of weeks ago I threw 2 Adele joints in the mix, and you know, Sony Records came at my neck, you know, on some copyright infringement, which I don't get because I'm not selling the mixes. I was just playing 2 Adele joints that I bang with. But you know, that's how it is in 2016. I don't know what part of the game that is, if that's copyright infringement, but I ain't trying to get my 3rd strike and get my SoundCloud shut down. So we gonna be with the regular podcast format, just talk, but I am gonna do a free mixtape probably every other week to just put on my Bandcamp site to still keep y'all in the mix and still keep y'all up to date with what I'm banging. But with all that out the way, we're gonna jump right into the show today. We talking about our 5 dopest movie soundtracks ever. I got my crew with me today. I got JR with me. What's going on, fam?
What's going on?
Oh, man, everything. I got my man Yao G's. What's good, Yao?
What up? What's going on?
And I got my man Greg with me. What's good, fam?
Everything good. Peace, y'all.
All right. Now, yeah, I want to shout you out real quick because word got the air. You did like something for the whole state of New York or something for MLK Day.
Oh yeah. Oh man, word up travel fast, huh? Okay. Yeah, I actually was tied to do a spoken word poem for the state of New York on Martin Luther King Day, just as like a spoken word poem live at the Empire State Plaza in Albany, which is the state capital. Probably about I think it was like 1,000 to 1,500 people there, so it was a nice little experience. Definitely, did my thing. I always think I could do better, but people enjoyed it, so that was good. And it's just a good way to celebrate MLK Day and try to, bring some light to just the holiday and what it means to at least me and people in my age group and, the black community in general. So, yeah, good time.
All right, that's what it is. So, yo, let's jump right into the mix. JR, what's your number 5 movie soundtrack of all time, fam?
Coolie High.
Coolie High, yeah. You can't go wrong with that joint.
Yeah, because it's just straight Motown, like Motown to the fullest, and I'm a diehard Motown head, so I can rock to that album anytime. I was just rocking to the album actually Friday when I got home from work, so I had to throw that. That was definitely my number 5.
All right, what's one of your fave songs off that joint?
I'm gonna have to go with the Four Tops. Reach out. I'll be there.
Okay.
I rock to that one.
All right, no doubt, man. Like I said, can't go wrong. Coolie High with the It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday, man. That's the classic joint right there. You can't go wrong with that. Greg, what you got for number 5 on yours?
Well, honestly, I didn't put them in a particular order because I had to think back. But since we started off on the old school tip, I'm gonna go with my old school joint right here, Dead Presidents.
Nice.
That was my joint. That was my joint.
And I was looking because some of my stuff probably is scores too, not just soundtracks. Because sometimes the score of the film doesn't have like original music, but it just fits perfectly with how the movie is going. So, but I'm gonna go with Dead Presidents. The music in it takes you back. The Walk On By joint, Isaac Hayes.
Yeah,
that's classic. Old school. They had a joint that's like 7-8 minutes long with a little, with a little talking on it, kicking a little game. So I'm gonna go with that one.
All right, no doubt. Yeah, what you got for your number 5?
Number 5, I'm gonna go with the Don't Be a Menace soundtrack.
Hi.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. So just to give you a little background, so I want to say it dropped like 95, 96, somewhere around there. That's probably like the year when I really started getting like to know about hip hop. I went to an all boys boarding school outside Philly, and they were playing all these joints. You know what I'm saying? Like we came back from some vacation. He was playing all these joints. Like I remember hearing Winter Wars, and I was like, yo, Ghost, Ray. You know what I mean? Then they had Renee on there.
Yep.
It had the joint with Mona Lisa. Can't Be Wasting My Time.
That is my joint.
What else was on there? There's a couple joints in there. I think Mobb Deep had a joint on there too. So that'd be my number 5 joint.
All right. No doubt. That's a dope joint. For my number 5, it's probably gonna throw a couple of cats, but this one of my favorite soundtracks easily. Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, man, with the Bee Gees, man. Man. Yo, the Bee Gees.
You ain't had to be there on this one more than anybody. See, you want to go already.
Nah, here you go. I'm telling you, man, it's one of my favorite soundtracks. Yo, Staying Alive. How Deep Is Your Love? Come on, that's probably one of the dopest songs ever, right there. More Than a Woman, man. The Bee Gees, like I was watching something the other night. They old school in concert. The Bee Gees. Don't get twisted. If y'all know about the Bee Gees, do the knowledge on them white boys. They were some thorough white boys. You know what I mean? So don't let the
play that. They used to play that concert all the time. Like once, like one of them offbeat channels.
Right. One of them off-brand joints.
Yeah.
But if you ain't up on it, man, don't let the disco, John Travolta, Danny Terrio thing fool y'all. This is a dope album. Because I'm saying, you see the cover and you just think it's about disco, and it ain't. So definitely, that's my number 5. JR, what you got for your number 4 joint?
Oh, me? It's on me? I got the Crooklyn soundtrack.
Oh, that's a goodie. Oh.
70s soundtrack. I'm a 70s head. I love it. From the Staple Singers to Sly and the Family Stone, Curtis Mayfield, the Persuaders, the Spinners. That album just goes in. And then they had the first song with Special Ed called Crooklyn, that they ended the album on. So that was my number 4.
Buckshot on it too, I think.
Yeah, Buckshot, Master Ace, and Special Ed.
Yeah.
And to this day, that's one of the few joints that don't nobody in the world know what Tip used for that sample. That's one of them joints that cats is still digging around the world for because they don't know what the hell Tip used for that joint. Only thing I always wondered about that joint is why did Tip do that production since it was all Brooklyn? You know,
I didn't know he did it till he did it.
Yeah, I know Spike got Primo for the second joint, but it always kind of threw me that, you know, you had all these Brooklyn dudes and then a Queens producer, but neither here nor there. Still one of the dopest joints ever. And definitely gave life to Special Ed because Cass hadn't heard from Ed in a while, and he held down with Buckshot and with Ace. So that's what's up. Yeah, who you got on your number 4, yeah?
So actually, my number 4 originally was going to be the Dead Prez soundtrack, but decided I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Yo, the Wait and Exhale soundtrack. You wanna keep it all the way funky, gentlemen? I mean, you know,
bro, you ain't got
music.
That's my number 3. So you ain't got
my number 3.
I mean,
that was my
3rd. Hey now, you know, some joints on here. Let It Flow is on there. Tony Braxton, one of my favorite joints. I had a crush on Brandon. Sit Up in My Room was on there. Not Gonna Cry is on there. Kissing You, Faith Evans. I mean, you know, gentlemen, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I was a young boy, right around the same time, but same time as the Don't Be a Menace soundtrack came out. So this is like very like influential and, you know, impressionable. You know, I was like 15 years old, 14, 15 when these joints came out. So these are like my like, you know, prime time albums. So that was a joint, you know, when I was trying to figure out how to, you know, talk to women, just like that. Remember on another podcast I mentioned the D'Angelo album came out around that same time. That was like the 2 albums that I, you know what I'm saying, remember most, you know what I'm saying, that in my adolescence as far as like, you know, trying to get the ladies. So Wait and Exhale.
Right. What I'm gonna do, because I got a whole piece on that. I'm gonna wait till we get around to number 3, and I'm gonna dive into that joint some more. Because that's classic right there.
Yeah.
That ain't no classic right there. Greg, what you got on your number 4?
Man, let me see. I'm gonna go with, because like I said, I didn't really have them in a great order. Number 4, I'm gonna go with the Soul Food soundtrack.
Okay. Faith again.
Okay.
Good. Goody.
If I gotta pick a song, I do like the joint they had, the Milestone with the Casey and JoJo and After 7.
Right.
So I think that was a good mix. Classic song. You know, it's kind of on that Babyface tip. I got another Babyface joint on there, but I'm gonna say that one. But it's a smooth soundtrack, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah. And not for nothing, one of my favorite Drew Hill bangers is on there. We're Not Making
That's my favorite. That's my favorite Drew Hill joint. So that's the joint I meant to say, but that's my favorite joint to this day.
All right, no doubt. For my number 4, we going with the Love Jones soundtrack.
Another goodie.
Joint
higher, but
what happened?
No, I said I got that. It's a little higher, but go ahead.
Yeah, got the Love Jones soundtrack. The Dion joint, the Hopeless. Like a penny with a hole in it joint. You know what I mean? The thing about the soundtrack that I loved is that it really, to me, was what got me hyped for the Lauryn Hill solo album. Because The Sweetest Thing is just, you know, just Lauryn just at the illest, you know, place ever. You know what I mean? And a little side note, a lot of cats don't know about this, but during this time, the Roots and the Fugees kind of had a little beef. You know what I'm saying? Not no street beef, but they had a little... Because at the time, both of them, you know, the Fugees had their band and the Roots had their band, and at the time, the Roots was opening up for the Fugees. So they used to always have a little, like, on-stage, like, battles or whatever like that. You know, quiet as kept. But one of the things that my peoples put me down to is, I don't know if cats know about Respond React. It was off the Illadelph Half-Life album. But if cats don't know, go listen to Respond React, and then listen to The Sweetest Thing. And it sounds like they kind of took a piece of Respond React and slowed it down. So, just a little tidbit on the side about the Sweetest Thing and just how the beef kind of was going back and forth with them. But that's that Lauren joint. You got the Maxwell, the something.
Maxwell joint. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Which is just bonkers. You got the Trina Broussard Inside My Love joint. He did the Minnie Riperton joint over. Another tidbit for cats, Dilla sampled that for the Look of Love remix, not the original Minnie Riperton joint. He sampled the Trina Broussard joint off of that. You got the Escape in the Rain. You got the Cassandra Wilson, You Move Me. And then you got Rush Over, which to me was monumental because you got Marcus Miller and Michelle Indiacello on the same.
All her joints be classic.
Yeah, man.
I said all her joints be classic.
Yeah, but the thing about that joint is you got Marcus Miller in her. And if cats don't know, Marcus Miller is one of the illest bass players ever. He's right up there. He did so much stuff for Luther. Anything that you like from Luther, Marcus had his hands in it. He did the Grover Washington Wine Light album. So just the two of us, all them bass lines you hear, that's all Marcus Miller. So for him and Michelle to be on the same track, it was almost to me like when Large Pro and Pete Rock did the Rap World off another slept-on soundtrack, the High School High soundtrack. Guys, forget about that High School High soundtrack. So it's a lot. As y'all can see, I love this album. It's a lot of pieces that I can do some long division on how dope this album is. But yeah, that's Love Jones for me. So JR, what you got up for your number 3 joint?
I had to wait until Exhale joint. That was my number 3 joint. Like
I got that too, so we could just go back and forth. What about it is for you?
The crazy thing is Babyface picked the right song for the right artist. Like every artist on that album had the right song. Like everything worked. Like when he gave Brandy Sitting Up in My Room, it worked. She had that kind of sound. When he gave TLC, that's the way it works. They had that sound. When he gave Mary Not Gonna Cry, she had that sound. Faith Kissing You. Every artist had the right song. So it was just like he made that song for them, and it worked. And to have and he wrote for all females, that's just brilliant right there. Like, I just think that the album is just dope. Like, to me, that was Babyface at his best writing to me. Because if you can write for all women and they feel it, and they ain't like, yo, this joint is dope, like Babyface could do no wrong on that record. So I thought that had to be in my top 3 for real, for real.
That's one of Tony Braxton's best joints too.
Mm-hmm.
Let It Flow. Yeah.
Let It Flow is something special, bro. That's a special song, man.
Y'all like that song?
What? You kidding me?
No, the funny thing, JR, is I'm with you. I was like, it's all right. You know,
It's
it's probably one of my least favorite songs on the album, to be honest with you.
Bad.
Tony Braxton, Let It Flow is one of your least favorite.
And the Faith joint. I'm a big Faith fan, so the Faith joint, I love. You know, Faith is like, you know.
Yo, that Let It Flow, bro. That joint, that should be gliding. Gliding.
She's speaking like he had a special moment to the song.
I mean, bruh, she was gliding all over that joint, bruh. I mean, it was like, you know how you get the butter and the jelly on the toast, and when you put the butter on it first, it melts. So you don't even see the butter. That's what I'm talking about.
Again, I'm not saying it was whack. It just was one of my favorite.
No, kill. It was a special moment. I
can neither confirm nor deny that report. But
you know, read between the lies.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. The thing about Wait and Excel, I mean, what both JR and y'all already said. To me, the illest thing that Face did, and you know me, everything goes back to hip hop. It was almost like the Primo moment. When I debate cats on who's the best ever, Primo, Dilla, Pete, whatever, the thing that I'm always like that Primo had over a lot of cats is that he breathed life back into old school MCs. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when KRS won, truth be told, the sex and violence and edutainment, KRS was kind of dead in the water until he got back with Primo with that return of the boom bap. Same thing with Rakim. You know, after Let Them, not Let the Rhythm in, my bad. What was that joint? Don't Sweat the Technique. The Don't Sweat the Technique album. Rakim was kind of dead in the water until he got with Primo with It's Been a Long Time. And to me, that's what Face did, because Face got with Shaka, Whitney, Patty, Aretha. You know, he went back to get them and made their sound relevant for this generation. But But then he also rocked with the people who were relevant at the time, with the Tonys and the SWVs and the Faith and the Marys, and then put us on to the joint For Real, which is one of my favorite joints on there. That whole Love Will Be Waiting for You at Home joint. And then the other chick, Shayna, who I ain't never even heard from.
Because you call me baby.
I call her baby. Like, that right there was bananas. So, to me, it was just Face being able to juggle so much. To be able to juggle the greats, the new people, and then kind of, you know, I guess For Real and the Shayna chick was supposed to be the next generation. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever been able to do that, to say, yo, I got this compilation album, this soundtrack that I got the old school, I got the now, and I got the new school.
Well,
and
he really wanted like Whitney to do the whole album, but she was like, no, I want it to be a whole female record. So she's people for the album, yeah, because he wanted her to do it. I mean, she's, you know what I mean, she's part of the movie.
Whitney Dan Houston.
Yeah. Right. He was trying to go for that Bodyguard Part 2 soundtrack money.
I wanted like maybe 2 songs, but let me do it with all women. And she wrote down a list on who she wanted, and she got everybody she wanted for the record. I mean, you ain't gonna come for. I mean, you gonna say all right for Whitney. You ain't gonna say no. So,
yeah. Right.
She called that shot. So
yeah.
And the funny thing about that joint is the Whitney joint. Why does it hurt so bad? That's probably one of my favorite Whitney joints, because that chick just showing off on that right there. Now, the one thing I always wondered, because it was in Atlanta and in her backyard, I always wondered why Monica wasn't on that album.
I don't think she was grown enough for that then.
You know, I
mean, but Brandy was on it though.
Brandy was a bigger star though.
Yeah, and Brandy like idolized her and proved that she like loved Whitney. Monica was just like, I like Whitney, and I mean, she's inspiring, but Brandy was like, yo, I bow down to Whitney. So
Brandy was like her buck, you know.
Yeah. So she was like, I'm gonna throw her on this joint rather than Monica. I mean, she threw Monica on the Preacher's Wife joint and ain't throw Brandy on it. So,
but I'm saying, bro, the Preacher's Wife and Waiting to Exhale, we talk like that's like Isaiah not making the Dream Team back in the day. Like there's some behind that.
Wait a minute, you didn't even have to go there. The only reason why I said that was because you was like Monica was in her backyard, and I'm like, yeah, what's she doing?
I'm saying Faces Atlanta. So, you know, you would think Monica would be on there, but neither here nor there. Like I said, that's some underworking stuff on there. You can't have
here. You see what I'm saying? You showing off, yo. You showing off. All right, I got you. You showing off.
All right. So that was your number 3. Yeah, who you got for your number 3, man?
Oh man, for my number 3. Hold on, I got it listed. Hold on, let me get back to it. Hold on. For my number 3, I have The Streets Is Watching soundtrack.
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Yes, sir.
Kill. Kill. You know me. You know my
already know.
You know what I mean, dog. There are so many like low. This is a very low key soundtrack. A lot of people really don't know about it because they kind of saw the movie and heard like half the songs and all that. But I mean, this is like Jay coming right into his prime. And then you had you had a couple of joints with Jay obviously were dope. Like It's Alright is on there. The joint with Bleak kind of brought Bleak back to the forefront after he had been off the second album. Then you had the joint Love for Free with him and Rel, which was a banger. Only a Customer is on there. Murdergram with X and Ja Rule was on there. The In My Lifetime remix. The Computer Love sample they used with the Christian joint where Jay had the verse on there.
Right.
Tough joint. So to me, like this is like, okay, if you want to compare like compilation soundtrack type albums on their label, it's like it was the Dynasty album before the Dynasty album, And to me, this might be a little bit better of a better project because it's raw and it came from the movie. The movie wasn't really the movie was a bunch of music videos essentially, right? This is what it was. But I mean, they were still dope joints, and I feel like this is one of the most slept on soundtracks out there. Like people don't even mention Streets Is Watching the soundtrack ever when I talk about it.
I think because it's really not a movie. I think that's probably.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a soundtrack though. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and a lot of cats sleep on the MOP joint on there.
MOP joint is on there.
That joint is a banger too. But my joint off of that was.
Oh shoot, I forgot about that. Oh damn.
Yeah, you a Brooklyn nigga. How you not gonna know?
Brother, about that. Come for me like do that. Don't do that. I forgot all about it.
You Brooklyn and you forget MOP, man. That joint's supposed to be on your iTunes right now, man.
Don't do that.
Man. But nah, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. My joint was there in my lifetime, the remix joint.
I
man.
mean, bro, that in my lifetime joint, dog. That
Yeah.
I mean, Jay was like I always tell you this. Jay used to take me there to like a place where I'd be like, yo, how was he thinking about this type of shit? You know what I mean? Like when he rapped. But that, like I said, that was right in there. Volume 1, Streets is Watching. Volume 2, that was like right when he was getting into his prime. As far as how he was being able to like finagle like music with like keeping the bar so heavy and so real. So
Yeah.
man, that joint is one of my favorite ones right there.
Yeah. Most Def slept on. That's what's up. Greg, who you got on your number 3?
Well, I got a couple of joints, but I'm gonna go with the Love Jones joint. I mean, everybody touched on that, but I was picked out of there the Maxwell joint because the Maxwell joint not only is a banger of the song, but if you watch, it goes with the movie and that scene with Lorenz finally get down with Nia.
Mm-hmm.
When you first watch the movie, you kind of miss the song because you watching that, but you hear it at the end like okay, and then once you hear the song, it's like everything is perfect.
Greg over here,
Yeah.
Greg over here like the dude
Yeah,
that
that's real.
like is that
That was real, dude. That was real. That was real.
That soundtrack, it just speaks to a time in life. We going through that period. I'm 22. Everybody trying, get their relationships. We, whatever at that time. But just that spoken word, like that's one of the top movies of my lifetime. So it's only right to speak to the soundtrack. So some of my picks are not just the greatest soundtracks, but they speak to a time in my life where it's classic.
Respect.
Right.
And
I got you.
All
right, JR.
joint, the Michelle and Diego cello joint, that joint too. So
Right. All right. So JR, what's your number 2, man?
You already know. I did a video on both of them, so you already know what's 1 and 2. Number two is the Sparkle soundtrack. Curtis Mayfield.
Yes, sir.
Anytime I got this weekend, I was snowed in. It definitely got played. I had my vodka and cranberry on the side rocking. So I love that record. Curtis Mayfield's production on that was just epic. Give him something he can feel, which was done the right way. Kill and
No, that's the wrong song. That's not the one we got beef on. That's the one we got beef on. In Vogue killed giving him something he could feel. That's not the one we got beef on.
they did.
Hooked on Your Love was done right.
We got
Kill.
Hooked on Your Love is where we got beef. That's where the problem. That's where the problem comes in.
I don't understand how you like that version, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, Sparkle. Curtis Mayfield is one of the best producers of all time, in my opinion. A lot of people put him up there. A lot of people just think of him. The thing that comes to their mind is Superfly. I'm like, he's done so much stuff more than that. But I mean, that's why with Superfly, he started to become the person that goes to soundtracks in the '70s for black exploitation movies. I mean, so I have to play Sparkle. Sparkle is number 2 for me.
All right, no doubt. Yeah, what's your number 2?
Above the Rim.
Above the Rim. Yeah.
That
Above
was
the
number
Rim.
6 for me.
Part-Time Lover, H-10.
Part-Time Lover is on there. Age to anything is on there. Regulate. Hey, gentlemen. Regulate is on there.
Yeah, no doubt.
You can say what you want, pop record, whatever. It is one of the most classic hip-hop records of all time.
Absolutely.
Afro Puff is on there. Lady of Rage.
Oh, yeah.
That is on there.
Spit all of them. Yo, he going in.
All right? Listen. OFTB is on there with Crack 'em. Oh, Pain by Pac is on there.
Yo. Well, now hold tight for a second. Was Pain not on the CD? Because I was salty when I copied.
Yo, dog. So I didn't. So now you know how to do my research, right? Because Pain was on the tape. It wasn't on the CD.
Exactly. Because I remember coming out the movie. That's the last song, and that was one at the time.
I was like, yo, wait a minute.
That was the hardest Pac song that I used to love. Pain. That beat crazy. And when I copped the CD, I'm like, yo, it ain't on here.
Listen.
But it's on the tape, you said.
Listen, above the rim is actually no lies probably my number one, but because of the which what was it Dead Presidents one we mentioned. I didn't really go. We ain't had to speak about that because it was just.
We had to speak about it.
So I used my five. Above the rim, bro.
Jesus.
Man, what man?
Yeah, and not to mention, not for nothing, my favorite joint or one of my favorite joints on there, the Sweet Sable joint.
All time sing. Yes.
Yeah. Kendrick said a minute ago. So yeah, that Sweet Sable joint was bonkers, man.
Yeah.
Really crazy. So hey, I ain't mad at Above the Rim. JR, what's your oh, we already did your number 2. Greg, what's your number 2?
Number 2. Man, we down to nitty gritty. But I'm gonna go with Boomerang soundtrack.
Okay.
Wow. Hey now.
That too.
Yes, he did.
With the There You Go joint, Johnny Gill. That's one of Johnny Gill's best songs ever. You know, the Tony Braxton Love Should Have Brought You Home, of course. What's the other joint? The Boys the Men, Philly joint, All Day, End of the Road.
Yeah.
You know, Babyface was in his lane right there. He was in his lane. So y'all had to wait and exhale. That was my Babyface joint right there. Boomerang. Like I said, it takes you to that time in your life.
No doubt.
It just takes you back.
All right, no doubt. For my number 2 joint, I got Purple Rain, The Boy Prince. You know what I'm saying? One of the movies ever. Definitely one of the dopest soundtracks ever. I mean, to be honest, it ain't really much to say about it. The only thing I could say, and the reason why I love it so much, is not only do I love every song off the album, but to me, every song is a classic. Like, everything from Darling Nikki to Purple Rain to Let's Go Crazy, just everything on there it's classic Prince. You know, it's just dude in his lane at his pinnacle. Just I don't really think it really takes much more explanation than that. But
he was on the Apollonia joint.
Yeah. You know, so you can't go wrong with Purple Rain, the soundtrack or the movie. That's one of them joints that no matter. Whenever that come on TV, I'm always gonna watch that. That shuts down everything if I see Purple Rain on. So that's what.
Let me speak to you before because I ain't had that one, but I'm gonna take you back because I know you will know this. When Apollonia first popped, we was young then. I went to Record Town, Shortham Mall. In my mom house, I had that. This the first poster I had them all. I had the Apollonia poster.
Was she in the jungle?
No, she posing. She got a bikini. All she got is the bottom on though. But she got her head over,
Right.
Got her hair laying over. I had that poster, and my mom ain't even made me take that poster down, yo.
What?
I don't know why, but it couldn't have been more than when Purple Rain come out, like 84, right?
Yeah. So I was 10, you was 11. Now I ain't gonna hold you, B, because I had the Apollonia poster with her in the jungle, like she in a tree on her Tarzan joint.
Right. Similar joint. That might have been it. But her hair, she ain't had the top on. She just had the bottom.
Right.
The long hair back then.
Yeah. I mean, the long wavy. The long wavy.
You know what, bro? Let's move on from the posters, because, we don't move on from the posters to Apollonia in our room. So, on to more PG-13 things going on.
No, it's good. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like I said, them soundtracks take you back to a moment in time. That's all.
Right. All right, yeah. What's your number 1, Big?
So, I mean, my number 1 is probably Above the Rim soundtrack, but I do want to mention one as an honorable mention. I'm going to go with the Belly soundtrack.
Yeah.
Had the joint with D'Angelo on there, Devil's Pies on there. Joint with X. X had a couple joints on here. Here, the joint with the reggae type joint with Mr. Vegas was a slapper. The joint with Maya, Crew Lovers on here. Let me go to my iTunes. Hold on.
Yo, the crazy thing about the Belly soundtrack that a lot of cats sleep on. It's a joint on there by this group called Lady. No Way In and No Way Out.
First song on the joint. First song on the album.
That joint is crazy. And for cats who don't know it, I forgot the Redman video, but it's a Redman video where it stops and everybody's watching this chick go by on a bike and then she hits
that's what is that video? Is that Whatever Man? Whatever Man? Whatever Man.
It may
It's
be,
how-
No, I'll be that. I'll be that.
but the
On
song,
a bike.
but the song that's playing when the video stops is that lady joint, the No
Yeah.
Way No Way Out joint. So that right there, that set the soundtrack off right there. And the Crew Love joint with The Rock is crazy, man.
Crazy.
Yeah. Damn, that was crazy. And I'll tell you what else is crazy. What else is crazy on that? That a lot of cats sleep on the pregame with Jay-Z and Source Money.
Tough.
Oh my
Tough.
God.
Tough.
God.
Tough.
That's Jay. That's
On the low, if you want to listen, a lot of people. I know we can go to a whole other topic, but as far as like back and forth rhyme, those two are also like they never get mentioned because they haven't done too many of them. But like when they do, Sauce and Jay, goodness.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Face Off is classic.
Face Off, I was just about to say that. That's my joint too on Volume 1.
Volume 1. Yeah.
all right. So JR, what's your number one?
Claudine.
Claudine, yes sir.
Yeah, I mean the reason why, because it's a big part of my life, for real. I mean that was the first 8-track that I ever saw in my life. So when I pulled that joint, I asked my mom's about it, and she was like, "Oh man, you ain't never saw the movie?" And I was like, "Nah." And she let me watch the movie, and it was just like I fell in love with the soundtrack all over again. So it's like anything from To Be Invisible to Makings of You. I think when everybody think of the Claudine soundtrack, they think of Make Yours a Happy Home, like the ending. So, I mean, Curtis Mayfield, again, produced that joint, and it's just dope from beginning to end. And it's only 8 songs, but it's just a big part of my life. So that one is my number one.
And to me, that to me, I wish music would go back to those days. I like 8-song albums. Just give me 8 songs. I don't want no interludes. I don't want no intros. I don't want no outros. Just get me
8
in.
joints. Quick, in and out.
You ain't gotta do 18 songs on your album with 18 features, and just get me in and out with the music.
Well, I'm good with 10, like D'Angelo joint.
That's what I'm saying. I'm good with 10.
10, yo.
I'm good.
Because some of these interludes, if they just make a song out of the interludes, they better than some, especially on an R&B joint. But some of the interludes, they could be the songs, and then you get rid of some of the garbage you got hanging on.
Yeah.
Right. All right, G. What's your number one?
Man, I got one, and I just thought of one that's really a soundtrack, and then my number one is not really a soundtrack. It's just based off the movie. I'm gonna go with American Gangster.
Jay? Gotta roll with it. But real quick, not to interrupt. Now I don't know if this is true, but is there an original soundtrack to the movie? Because the music in the movie was dope too. I never heard it though.
Soundtrack. Because I think Anthony Hamilton's on the soundtrack when he do the 100.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right.
But the lane Jay was in on, and Jay whole thing is arrogance, and he was in his lane right there, basically. Because that American Dreaming.
Yo, listen, not for nothing. That's one of my favorite Jay-Z albums of all time. It's like it's in my top 3 or 4 Jay-Z albums.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
one
good
of my
album.
favorites. The American Dreaming, then Rock Boys.
The American Dreaming had the Marvin Gaye sample on there.
Yeah. You ever see the concert he did? The concert he did, where he had live instruments.
I was there. Okay.
Well, you already know that.
Yeah, I was there. The realist. Oh man.
But one I just thought of off top was Juice.
Juice? Oh man.
I was gonna say something.
Know the Ledge. Rakim went in on Know the Ledge.
You did. Sure did.
P&D joint. The Kane joint even. That was the Kane at the end of his era right there, but he got one last joint. Yeah, because I was a big Kane fan. I was one of them boys back in the day. I would took 8 different, so I don't really compare them. But I'd have took Kane over Rakim. But
yeah. I feel you. And the other thing about that soundtrack, Juice, that Uptown Anthem, that Naughty by Nature.
Yeah. That's what I left off. Yeah.
Right there may be the hardest.
That's my favorite Naughty joint too.
Ever. So
just love when it begins, yo. Oh my God.
Yeah, that
sets off everything. That beat sets off everything on Juice.
Yeah, dope joint. My number one joint, we're gonna stay with the 70s, and like JR did for the last 2, I'm going with my man Curtis Mayfield and the Superfly soundtrack. You know what I mean? This soundtrack to me, again, perfect, flawless. Curtis just had that gift to be able to do what Face did on Waiting to Exhale just numerous times, to do it over and over and over again.
That's the right out music.
I mean, Little Child, Running Wild. I mean, Pusha Man, Freddie's Dead, Give Me Your Love. You know what I mean? Eddie, You Should Know Better. I mean, Think. I mean, it's so many joints on here. I mean, so much stuff has been sampled. I mean, hell, the Mary joint is really what put me on to Give Me Your Love joint. You know what I mean? And really brought that out. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, you know, the joint a lot of cats don't know about, the Resentment joint that Beyonce did using the Think instrumental where she killed that joint, you know. So, I mean, Curtis Mayfield, man, this Superfly soundtrack, this is one of them joints I could take this, me in the car on the trip to Atlanta, and just take this one joint with what? It got 9 songs on it. And I could bang out to this. I won't get tired of it. You know, definitely my favorite soundtrack, hands down. Yo, JR, you got any slept-on joints? Any slept-on soundtrack?
Yeah, I got 2 of them. I got New Jack City.
I had that. I got that on there.
Yeah, that's a slept-on one. I mean, of course, with the Christopher Williams joint, the Color Me Bad joint, the Troop and Levert, the OJs, and of course the joint with New Jack City. That joint was dope. And then I don't know if everybody rock with it, but I do. It's actually Lady Sings the Blues. I actually like that soundtrack, honestly, because I think Diana did it her way rather than trying to mimic Billie Holiday, and that's what I like her version of Good Morning Headache and Lover Man and My Man. Like, she did it her way rather than gotta copy Billie Holiday, which I thought was dope. So those are my 2 slept-on ones.
All right, no doubt. Now, other thing about that New Jack City joint, you left out that Keith Sweat. There you go, telling me no again.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's some classic Keith Sweat right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you got any slept-on joints, yeah?
No, I mentioned all the joints I wanted to mention. I don't really have too many slept on. I'm just trying to think going through my mind. I really don't.
Right.
I mean, I mentioned a couple slept on. I mentioned I actually had Boomerang, which mentions one of my slept on joints, but we discussed that already. And what else do we have? I had what else? The Belly soundtrack. So those are my 2.
All right, no doubt. Greg, what about you?
I had the New Jack City, of course. And I don't know if it's a soundtrack, but I did this off a score, and it's from a movie. I don't know if anybody up on it. Boiler Room. If you watch the movie, and all the music is hip hop in the movie, it's a white movie. It's Vin Diesel's in the movie, Ben Affleck's in the movie, and what's the boy name? Giovanni Ribisi. Nia Long's in the movie too.
All right. That's what I was gonna say. I remember Nia Long.
But I don't know if that's the soundtrack, but listen to the music throughout the movie.
Okay.
All hip hop.
All right.
And it's that underground hip hop you would appreciate, like that, you know, that boom and bap. So definitely that. And one I thought of, real crazy. It was a terrible movie, but the Who's the Man?
Yeah.
With the soundtrack.
That was a dope soundtrack.
With,
Yeah.
This would have won a million come from that soundtrack.
Yeah, 1 in a Million was on there. Hitting Switches was on there. Eric Sermon.
Yeah.
Let's Go Through the Motions with Jodeci was on there.
Yeah, so that's one of my favorite right here. That's my favorite. Who's the Man? I had at number 5 initially, and then I took it off because I thought of Juice while we were sitting here. I was like, how I leave that off?
All right, no doubt. On my slept-on joints, number 1 will probably be the Mo Better Blues soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Branford Marcel's Quartet did it. The reason why that soundtrack was so dope to me was because this is 90. This is when I'm first starting to get into making beats. And that was when everybody was doing jazz. And I ain't really have jazz crates like that. So when I would go in the studio, that was my only jazz I had. You know, because I used to love the joint Harlem Blues that Cinder Williams did.
Right.
So I copped that joint. So basically all the first beats I made was sampled off of this joint, and then not for nothing, Gangstar had they join the jazz thing on there too. You know, me being a big Primo dude.
That's Spark Guru, I guess, too.
Yeah. Also another joint, the 5 Heartbeat soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Like I could listen to
Classic.
Heart is a House, or a House is a Home, whatever the hell name of it is. You know what I mean?
Heart in the House tonight.
I always get
Is it hard? Woo!
Stand up.
Exactly.
Let's get it.
So,
Let's
The
get
Eddie
it.
King soundtrack.
the Flash, you can't take my spot soundtrack.
Want my spot flash? You can't have it because you ain't me.
Yeah, so the 5 Heartbeats. I also gotta go with one of my favorite movies ever, the Beat Street soundtrack, which was crazy. And then I also got ended with The Wiz, Quincy Jones, man. That's one of my joints, man. That anytime, that's another one of the movies that come on. You Can't Win with Michael Jackson, man. You can't go wrong with that joint right there. You know what I'm saying? So you can't front on that. So yo, another dope show, y'all. Yo, JR, let them know all the dope stuff you got going on with the site, where they get at you, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, just get on me, get at me at the site is juniorworldofsoul.com. Like I said, it's just my thoughts about soul music now and then, and I rock in my videos a lot. Like I be grooving in it a lot. So just check me out there, and I'm on Twitter at Music Soul Nick, and that's it.
Yeah, I forgot you a Nick fan. This dude, y'all right here, a big Nick fan too. So you know.
Respect.
I'm a Melo fan. I don't do the Knicks.
Here we go. You might as well be a LeBron fan then, bro. You might as well go ahead.
I'm
do
a
that,
Steph Curry fan, but I'm a rep Philly. Even though we trash, I'm a rep Philly. You know, all day.
All right.
Yeah. Let them know where they can get at you, man.
Well, anyway, okay, so I'll get to the Nick thing in a minute. We'll go that off the air. But my name is Yao, rapper, poet, extraordinary. I smell you, cuz. Okay, all right. Tell them stay out the streets, though. Tell Jaleel stay out the street, though. Okay, player?
Yeah, you got bodyguard now. You got bodyguard.
Got you. All right. Yeah, I dropped the album last year, about a little over a year ago. You can still go copy it. It's on yaomusic.bandcamp.com. It's called Hump Day. It's about the basically the relationship between male and female. Still working on some new joints. I got some joints I'm working on with Kill. Kill, I'm coming down this weekend. We might have to link. I might have to record a joint with you.
Bet. Let's make it happen.
So yeah, other than that, just working, trying to go get it, trying to take over the world like I do every day, man. That's it, man.
All right, no doubt. Greg, give them your Twitter stuff and all that good stuff, man.
Well, my Twitter is at Bianca'sDaddy.com. You know, that's my daughter's name. So, and it's Bianca, BYANCA. Anything else? I'm social media. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. My Instagram is GP1112. You can go there. Facebook, Greg Pickett. Also, before we go, I want to just give a shout out to Kay, and give her my prayers and condolences. I don't want to, just want to get it back on. We still got to do the R&B thing with her. I know you call her the R&B bully, but she knows she can't bully me on this joint. So we go way back. We've been rivals since '91. Philly.
JR, we already know it's gonna be JR.
So JR, she already know. But I just want some of my love and prayers out to her, because I know how it is. I just went through it, a few months ago with mine, so I know the pain she's going through. So send nothing but shout out and love to Kay.
No doubt. You already know what it is. Get at me at Kill889 on Twitter. We'll make beatsforfood.com. All that good stuff. Again, I have a mix-up twice a month to just keep heads bobbing out with us. But as always, y'all, appreciate it. I'm going to check y'all next week.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.